Yeah, that's normal. Well, that happened. Hello, Mithril here once again, getting back to Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. So, here on the final video of the series, we're going to be covering various unlockables and secrets in the game. And the first major unlockable is pretty much the easiest one to find here at Dragon Shores. You need all 10,000 gems in the game, plus all 64 orbs to open this door, and we happen to have them. And our reward is a power-up gate. What's so special about that, you might ask? Well, notice we did not get a timer. After stepping through that gate, you have permanent super flame. You can take this wherever you want, use it wherever you want. It's a fun time. However, it might still seem kinda underwhelming. After all, you already had to get all the treasure and all the orbs, so what's the point other than just having a fancy new weapon? Well, there are some fun things you can do with it. Alright. So we're going to take a quick trip back to Autumn Plains. So, it is true, you have to have all treasure and all orbs in order to get this power-up. There is one collectible, though, that you don't have to have all of them. And that would be skill points. You can use the permanent super flame to cheese a few of them. Yeah, remember how I said there was an easier way to do a no-damage fight against Gulp? Yeah, well. So, yeah. No damage fight, super cheesed. Also, having a good ranged weapon infinitely in that battle makes hitting Ripto a lot easier too. And I'm pretty sure it also trivializes the Crush fight and the first two phases of the Ripto fight. So there's that. One thing worth noting, though, is you can't turn this back off. Once you have the Super Flame power-up, it's yours forever, so you'll never have normal flame breath again. Not that that's really all that important. However, there is one more thing you can do. Once you've gotten the permanent Super Flame power-up, if you quit the game, then back here on the title, you choose to start a new game, we'll just replace this one, and we'll just skip through the cutscenes because we've seen these already. Yeah, you probably know where this is going. Yeah. You have permanent Super Flame from the start of the game, so now you can use it to help you cheese your way through the game. One thing worth noting, however, is it's not a true New Game Plus. I'll show you what I mean in a moment here. I still cannot climb ladders. I still will have to buy that ability from moneybags. Terrible bear! Terrible bear! But yes, this is something rather interesting. This quasi-New Game Plus, you have the Super Flame forever. Even if you turn the game off after saving it, you will still have this. Now there are some slight limitations to this. For example, if you have an alternate save file and go back to that one, you will still have the normal flame breath in that game. And if you start a new game after having loaded that one, your new game will also have just the normal flame breath. But anytime you load up a game where you have the permanent super flame breath and then start a new game, fun times. Now there is another strange glitch thing I was kinda hoping to show here, but unfortunately I couldn't really get it to work, and that is swimming in air. You can do this in any stage that has water in it, but what you have to do varies by stage, and I couldn't really find a comprehensive list of what you needed to do. Not only that, but the timing is pretty exacting on all of these steps, and even the ones I knew what to do, I could never really get it to work. So this might be something that I come back to in a Revisiting the Past video sometime down the road, but for now I think it's best we move on. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to cover are some secret codes that you can put in on the pause menu. So here we are in a new game, and I mean just a pure new game. We don't even have Super Flame. Also, can't do the head bash, can't swim, can't climb ladders, none of that. But we can fix that real quick. Let's just pause the game and put in circle, 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 square. You get a confirmation sound for putting in the code correctly. And now, we have all the moves that normally you would have to purchase from money bags. However, you do not get the Super Flame power-up. But still, screw you money bags. Yeah, I'm looking at you back there. There is one more utilitarian code, and that is extra hit point. For this one, put in square up, square down, square left, square right, circle. The thing is, I've never actually seen this one do anything, and I have tried various methods to experiment with this one. I've tried using it at full health to see if it just adds an extra hit point. I've even tried having Sparks eat a butterfly while he's at full health to see if there's some special level beyond yellow. Nothing doing. I've also tried purposefully taking damage and then using the code to see if it restores Sparks' health, but no, he stays blue. So I'm really not sure what this code actually does. I mean, it makes a confirmation sound, so you'd think it's doing something. Anyway, time for some silly codes. Up, 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 R1, 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 circle. Because all these games had to have a big head mode. That's kinda horrifying. You can turn this off by putting in the same code again. And everything is back to normal. So for the next one, left, right, L2, R2, L2, R2, square. For this one, you get flat mode, and I wasn't really sure what this meant. However, Spyro now stars in the GandWatch series. Honestly, I kinda like this one. It's just weird and quirky. And that looks very strange. I like if you try and glide. The wings just barely try and stand out a little bit. It's kinda funny. Go ahead and turn that one back off. And back in the land of 3D. Next up we have color change codes. Strap in, this one's complicated. All of these codes start the same. Up, right, down, left, up, square. R1, R2, L1, L2, up, left, down, right, up. And then whatever you put in, it changes the colors. So for the first one, down. This gives you a black-tinted Spyro. I could have sworn I remembered what this did was actually just gave Spyro a matte color of that particular color. Like, kind of akin to Pink Gold Peach, but maybe the eyes were left alone. But actually, it's just a tint that they put over Spyro. So, for the next one. Up, right, down, left, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, left, down, right, up, X. And you get a blue tint for this one. That one looks kinda nice. Up, right, down, left, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, left, down, right, up, triangle. For this one, you get a green tint. At least that's what the code says. It honestly doesn't look that green to me. But that's what it tells me. I mean, this is green, I guess. Kind of, maybe. Don't really like that one too much. Up, right, down, left, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, left, down, right, up, square. And for this one, it's a pink tint, which honestly just makes Spyro look super vivid. I'm kind of okay with this one. Up, right, down, left, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, left, down, right, up, circle. For this one you get a red tint, which also actually looks pretty cool. Still pretty vivid, just kinda darker. It's an interesting look. Up, right, down, left, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, left, down, right, up, up. For this one you get a yellow tint, which just makes him look very, very bright. Not really sure how to feel about this one. It makes him stand out, but I don't know. It doesn't look quite as good as like the pink tint to me. Up, right, down, left, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, left, down, right, up, left. This is the last one, and this just undoes any of your color changes. Back to classic purple Spyro. So those are all the color change codes. And there is one last code. Square, circle, square, circle, square, circle, left, right, left, right, left, right. And that just skips you straight to the credits. I'm guessing these codes were left in for debug purposes, but it's kind of fun that they're there. You can just play around with them to your heart's content. I still really wonder what's the deal with that extra hit point code. Why doesn't it seem to do anything? Now back here at the title screen, there is one more code that you can put in. Hold L1 and R2, and then press square. It takes a little bit for this to load in. It's thinking about it. There we go. So yes, if you put this code in, you get a demo for Crash Team Racing. Now, I don't actually plan to do anything with this, but it's good to know it's there. I did want to go ahead and just, show that this is here. Crash Bandicoot is just kind of a series I never really got into. Nothing against anybody who does like it, of course, but it just wasn't really something I particularly got into. One thing worth noting, though, is once you boot up this demo, you're not getting back to the real game unless you hard reboot the system. That's kinda strange. So with all that taken care of, pretty much the last thing we have to cover is the game's epilogue. For this, you need to go into the guidebook. Once you've defeated Ripto, you'll have a new option to hit right to go to the skill points list. And we have them all. Skelos Badlands, all cacti, Hurricos, all windmills, Colossus, perfect in hockey, Fracture Hills, 3 laps of supercharge, Crush's Dungeon, perfect, Gulp's Overlook, perfect, Ripto's Arena, perfect, Scorch, all trees, Ocean Speedway, under 110, Metro Speedway, under 115, Icy Speedway, under 115, Canyon Speedway, under 110, Idle Springs, Land on Idle, Aquaria Towers, all seaweed, Gulp's Overlook, Hit Ripto, Skelos Badlands, Cat-Bat Quartet. Well done. So, now we can check out the epilogue. Gulp found a new life at the Society for the Protection of Abused Monsters petting zoo. the Earthshapers joined the Fawn Dance Troupe in Fracture Hills. One of Spyro's friends found a new toy. Hunter's scuba diving career got cut a little short. Moneybag swindled the Bone Builders one time too many. Agent Zero found some new recruits to train. The Ice Builders finally made it to Colossus for the big hockey game. The chef finally got to host a hot tub party. Spyro missed his chance with Allura. Crush decided to pursue higher learning. Spyro was confronted by the black sheep of the herd. Basil the Explorer's Faunus Mortis, Extinct Creatures of Avalar. This is an extra bonus you get if you have all 16 skill points. You can get the rest of the epilogue with fewer, I forget the exact threshold, but you only get this bonus if you got all of them. And what this is, my best guess, is enemy designs that didn't make it into the final game. So we have Gardus Fioritum, Catabatus, Farme Robotum, Druidus Schnickum, Varmintum, Lizardum Fat Slobbe, Mr. Fistus, Armapillo, Nervous Tickus, Wuss. The end. So that's kind of an interesting thing there. But with that brings us to the ending of Spyro 2. We've pretty much covered everything we wanted to in the game, so there we go. I want to thank all of my viewers and fans for sticking with me through this project. I hope you enjoyed it. Coming up next on the channel, we're going to be getting back to Resident Evil, trying to finish Chris on Advanced. But before that, I have some off-camera stuff I need to work on. I got a new laptop from a friend of mine, and I need to try and see if I can get Skype or Discord or something going on it. So that's what I'm going to be concentrating on for the moment. But with that, thank you very much for watching. As always, thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope you enjoyed this project. I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.